Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. I hope you all doing well. Today we will be doing the reading for the mid-July month. Let us see what is happening for the rest of the month. There is a lot of astral activity happening. On 16th, the sun will move into the sign of Cancer, which is the house that focuses on the home, on loving, nurturing, caring, self love, and also caring for others. Sun likes to be in Cancer because it's the house of its friend Moon, but it will be aspected directly by Saturn and also by Ketu. These two planets are malefic planets, so they will be causing obstacles or they will be making it difficult. The progress that we want to make will be slower and we will have to work more hard for it. On 17th, Venus will transit into Leo. Leo is the house of love, creativity, children, being extrovert, expressing yourself, speaking out, speaking your truth, fun, enjoying, friends. And Venus is all about money, luxury, wealth, relationships, marriage, love, sexuality, our body, our beauty. So, Venus, when it goes into Leo, it will focus more on expressing itself, spending money to buy luxuries, showing off the wealth, showing your love. You may take up things for your body or beauty. You may get some beauty procedures done, or you may join some class to work on your body, or you may start some diets or some health regimes, which is a good thing. Mars will also move into Leo on 20th. So when Mars gets added to Venus and both these planets are opposite Jupiter, Jupiter will enhance the effect of Venus and Mars. Mars and Venus are coming in conjunction or will be together. Mars and Venus are in conjunction together in the sign of Leo after 2 years. They were together in this sign out in July 2019. So there may be some issues, some pains, traumas, some family issues, some relationship issues that started at that time that may come up again for review and for final healing at this time to be released. What you should have done in July 19, which you didn't do during July, August, what you wanted to do, what you thought you would do, but you couldn't do, or you couldn't understand how to do it or what to do. Now things will become more clear to you and you will take the steps to do the right thing now. We are heading towards a stellium in Leo, which will happen in August, because even Mercury will enter the sign of Leo at that time. Sun will be in Leo and it will be very powerful stellium that will form in Leo, but we'll do a separate video for that later. Then on 23rd of this month, we have the full moon which will happen in Capricorn in the Uttara Ashada Nakshatra, which is also the Guru Purnima day. I will make a separate video for that full moon because it's very important. Then on July 24th, Mercury will move into Cancer. The moon is about emotions and Mercury is about our thought process. So we may feel a little confused about our emotions, our logic and our practicality may get confused with what our emotions are feeling. Our heart and mind may be not in alignment. Our heart wants to go in one direction, the mind wants to go in other. So there may be a little confusion during that time that Mercury is in Cancer. So look out for that. Don't take any major decisions at that time after 24th of July till Mercury is in Cancer. Be careful, think twice if you have to do something. Speak to people, take advice, then take any action. So let us see how the energy is through the cards. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say regarding the next 15 days of July. What do the tarot cards have to say? So what will be the energy for the next 15 days? And we have wise leader. You are a beacon for others. Wow, that's a very nice energy to get. So we are gaining wisdom. This planets, these upheavals, these eclipses have taught us a lot in the last 2 months. We have learned our lessons. We have learned where we were making mistakes. We have learned where we were repeating cycles, where we were behaving in the same manner for years together. We are repeating the same behaviors, the same patterns, and we will also find connections of those patterns in our ancestors or in our parents. We will see that we behave just like them. There's a lot of similarity between you, how you behave, and how your parents behave. You have inherited not only the good from your parents but also the toxicity from your mother as well as father. Cancer being all about the mother, a lot of mother wounds may come up at this time. You will learn your lessons, you will break those cycles, you will be able to heal yourself at this time. But you need to be very aware, you need to be very conscious. Then only you will learn the lessons. You need to be open to learning. Not in the state that, okay, I'm like this and I'll remain like this. No. You have to understand that, okay, there is something not right in my life. So obviously I'm not doing something right. What is the mistakes I'm making? And I need to learn from those mistakes. Change my own behaviors and patterns. If you want to be happy in your life, you have to change yourself. You cannot change another person, right? So look at yourself, look at your own behaviors, patterns, cycles, repetitive struggles that you have faced in relationships, the same emptiness, loneliness, disconnect, harsh behaviors, rude behaviors, whatever it is in your particular case, in your relationships. That will all come up for healing at this time. And you will need to learn the lessons and become wiser. So let us see what light attribute of ours will come up during the next 15 days. What light attribute will come up. And we have mystic, revels in intimate union with the divine. So we will communicate and connect with our divine self, with the divine source. We will be able to tap into our intuition. We will meditate, connect. We need to pay more attention to what our intuition and our gut feeling is telling us. The signs, messages, synchronicities, epiphanies, what messages the angels are sending us, the divine is sending us. Pay attention to that. The more you're connected to divine, the more you're connected to source, the more you will understand yourself, the more you will have faith and trust in yourself, your life, your path, and the universe. So this is a very beautiful card to get, and we all need to be connected to divine at this time. Pay attention to also your special skills that the universe may have given you. Maybe you're a mystic, maybe you're a light worker, maybe you are clairvoyant, maybe you are clairsentient, or you have some other special abilities that helps you connect to divine, and you have some special psychic powers that may get opened up at this time and that may come up into your awareness at this time. So pay attention to that. Learn something if you have to, and connect to source. So let us see what shadow will come up during the next 15 days. And we have visionary. The shadow attribute is selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Sometimes we want to do certain things in life which are different than what we feel or what we have been taught is acceptable in the society. That we know that, okay, if we do this thing, our family may not accept it, our society may not accept it. So we try to tone it down, the truth, we try to change it, we try to make it more acceptable. But that is not authentic, that is not true to our own self. To fit into the mold of others, we stop fitting into our own self. We change ourselves, but then we can never be happy. We can be happy only when we are true to ourselves. Whether we are true to anybody else or no is never an important matter, because you can never live up to anybody's standards. All your life you will keep trying, but people will keep finding fault in you. The important thing for you is to be true and authentic to yourself. So don't pare down your truth, don't pare down your vision to make it more acceptable. And also, if you have a vision and you are selling that vision for toward the highest bidder, whether it is a emotional, whether it is a business plan or a project, rather than choosing a person who is as true about your vision or as focused and as dedicated to your vision as you are, you commercialize it and sell it to the highest bidder, someone who will give you more money for it, rather than keep your vision as it is. Then that is also something that you need to be careful about. So don't compromise your vision for money, your idea, your project, your plans for the sake of money or for the sake of popularity or fame. Don't tweak it, don't adjust it just so that you get more name, fame, money for it. So pay attention to that. That can be a shadow side that will come up during this time, and Jupiter and Venus and Mars will cause that in some of us. So we need to pay attention to that. See which major planet will affect us. Which planet will affect us most in the next 15 days. Wow, and we have Uranus. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment and awakening. Wow, Uranus is all about sudden changes. Expect the unexpected. So things may drastically change for you. Suddenly something may happen. There may be tower moments for many of you where something happens which you had least expected, and it could also lead to an awakening because we have the mystic card and we have the wise leader card. So suddenly you may wake up to your truth. Suddenly you may see the truth of a situation, of a confusion that you were going through. Suddenly you may see the light. Suddenly you may awaken and receive enlightenment. Your chakras may open, your kundalini may rise. You may wake up to your own truth and the truth of the world and the truth of other situations in your life. So that's a good thing. Suddenly you will see the truth. Suddenly those rose tinted glasses will come off, or suddenly some cloud that you were living in will move out and you will see the truth of a situation. You will see the truth of your life. You will see your soul path. You may see that you are a healer. You may realize that you are a mistake, and you may be doing some other job which is very 3D or very different than what actually is your soul path. Your life may suddenly change. You may suddenly decide to leave that job and become a healer, or leave a job and start your own business which is environmentalist, or which is close to nature, or which is very eco-friendly, something that is your calling. You may become a musician, you may decide to become a painter or a singer or a dancer or whatever. Suddenly you will decide, no, I've done enough of this, I've had enough of this, I want to change my life. And this is my new beginning, I need to move out of this. So it will be a sudden change in your life. We can expect some sudden changes in the next 15 days that may come into your life at this time. Let us see how it will affect your home environment. How it will affect your home environment in the next 15 days. What can you expect? And you have the Three of Pentacles. Either there is a three-party situation happening in your home, or you may work hard to rebuild your home. You may collaborate with your family. You may spend time with your family, collaborate with them to do up your home. Maybe you may redecorate your home. You may get some interiors done. And I mentioned to you that the sun is moving in Cancer, which is again the focus is on the house. So you may decide to do up your house, spend more on your house, buying some luxurious item for the house, redo your house. And how will it affect our minds? And we have the Star. And Star is a card of hope, of enlightenment, of being connected to divine. Very good energy, same like the Mystic. The stars are guiding you. You will decide to follow your destiny. You will decide to follow your soul path. And you see here she is sitting naked. So you might decide to also reveal your truth. Be vulnerable. Be honest. And if you see, she has two jars which she's mixing with the water, and one she is pouring on the ground. You are balancing your emotions and grounding your emotions. She's pouring the water. Water is all about emotions, and she's putting it on the earth. So you're grounding your emotions. Maybe earlier you were feeling very aggressive. You were feeling very confused about your emotions, you were not sure what you want, or you have just finished healing and you're feeling very disturbed, you're feeling very agitated, you may be feeling very numb and confused and blank sometimes, right? So you need to do grounding at this time, and you need to ground your emotions. If your emotions are in a turmoil, if they are feeling like a roller coaster, just take deep breaths, meditate, ground yourself, walk bare feet on the grass, hug a tree. Whatever you can do to ground your emotions, do that, and that will help you get a clear insight into your future, that will help you connect with yourself better, that will make you feel very quiet, peaceful, and calm. And you will also be able to get this epiphany and see this light that is coming to you from the universe, get the direction, find the path that you need to take. When we are peaceful and calm, that is when we can hear ourselves, our intuition, the divine very clearly. So let us see how it will affect our emotions. And we have the Seven of Wands. We will be very defensive. Maybe we will stand up for ourselves. We will stand up for what is right. We will stand up for what we feel was wrong that was happening in our life. What we felt was not going correct in our life, or someone was not being fair to us. We will now stand up for our rights. We'll fight for what we think is correct in our life, or we will fight for our vision, we will fight for our truth, we will fight for our project, our relationships, whatever else we want to take, whatever stand we have to take in our lives, whatever direction we want to go, we are ready now to fight for it, we are ready now to stand up for it, face the world for it. That's a good thing. So let us see how it will affect our work life. And we have the High Priestess. We got two major cards here. There is something that is not quite revealed, or there may be something that is hidden in your workplace that may come to light at this time. Or it could also be that if you are confused about your work, you need to trust your intuition, you need to listen to your inner guidance, connect to source, meditate, listen to your intuition, follow your intuition, or connect with someone who is a psychic who can help you with this. We have the card of Aquarius here. Uranus is the planet of Aquarius. There may be some emotions involved with your workplace that may be affecting you. So you need to balance your emotions, keep your emotions in check. Don't get too aggressive, don't pick up a fight. Be calm and grounded at this time, let this time pass. I'm also feeling that because the High Priestess has come above the Uranus, maybe there is some sudden change that will happen in your work area which you're not aware of. That could also be possible. So let us see how it will affect our love and romance at this time. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So maybe if you are in a relationship with someone, or you're married, maybe there was some hurt, pain, anger that you were carrying, disappointments between you both. Maybe you had a fight and you had a fallout, or you had a breakup. Now you're learning to forgive, and you're learning the lessons, you're understanding why things happened the way they did, what was the mistakes they made, what were the mistakes you made, how you can change yourself to correct the situation where you were operating out of your hurts and traumas rather than out of love. Sometimes we operate out of our past hurts and pains. Our behaviors are influenced by our childhood traumas, childhood pains. We block ourselves, or we become over aggressive, we become over defensive because of some incidents that happened in our childhood. And we will now see those connections, and we will see those effects, and we will understand that, and that will help us to learn the lessons about ourselves, about others, and forgive ourselves first for making those mistakes. And then forgive others also for making the mistakes. Remember, we are all learning, right? We are all growing, we are all learning, we are all healing. So let us get some guidance from the universe. Let's see what guidance the universe wants to give us for the next 15 days. And we have be bold and make the first move, the cardinal moon. So if there is some situation in your life where you need to make the first move, maybe you have forgiven and learned your lesson, and now you can call that person and say that I've understood the lessons and I'm sorry. You want to propose to someone, then make the first move. Or you want to apply for a job, then go ahead and do that, make that call. You want a loan, or you want to start a partnership, or you want to do anything in your life, whichever area of your life. Be bold and make the first move. Have the strength to go ahead and make that first move. Let's see what the angels want to say at this time. They say remain positive. So everything is happening for your own good. You have learned the lessons, you are learning to forgive, the stars are aligning. So let us see what is the blessing that we will receive during this next 15 days. You have a blessing on your love. Wow. If I remember right, this card came in our previous reading also. So you are being blessed with your love. Maybe once you forgive and learn, you forgive and forget, and you learn the lessons and you make the first move, everything positive will come out and you will be blessed with love in your life. Maybe the breakup that happened, you will get back together, reunions will happen, especially for twin flames and soulmates. This is a very good time because Venus and Mars are moving together. So it's a divine masculine and divine feminine. We have both divine masculine and feminine within us also. So we are also coming in union within ourselves. We are balancing our spirituality with practicality. We are balancing our heart and our head together. We are balancing our material and our spiritual sides. So we are learning to bring balance into ourselves. We are learning to balance the masculinity and femininity within ourselves also. So that's a good thing. Once we find the balance within us, we can find the balance outside us as well. And the universe is assuring us to remain positive. They are blessing us with love that will come into our life. Wow, isn't that beautiful? So this was a short reading for the next 15 days. I hope you liked it. If you did, do like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Take care. Bye bye.